You've worked hard to earn and save. Now it's time to make your money work hard for you. This is Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida of A Better Way Financial.
And I'm Heather Branch here with Frank and Frankie, asking for their insight on ways you can better prepare for your financial future. ABetterWayFinancial.com is where you can go to start the conversation about your own retirement plan customized to your goals. We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there. Or again, it's ABetterWayFinancial.com. Let's actually start a little bit of a bigger picture conversation, thinking about our income, obviously. Biggest thing we got to think about for our retirement plan, right? Where is our money coming from after the paycheck stops? So Social Security, obviously, something that all of us, we've been paying into the system into our working years. We are anticipating getting that return in our retirement years. The thing about it is that return is a complex situation. Thinking about the rules of Social Security, ask yourself, are you up to speed on all of them? Because the answer is probably not, no matter how smart you are. About half of Americans get one rule in particular incorrect. According to a new study by Nationwide, guys, these half of Americans believe that if they claim benefits early, the benefit amount will go up automatically when reaching full retirement age. But in fact, it does not work that way. The truth is that claiming Social Security before reaching full retirement age will permanently reduce their monthly benefits. Thinking about the folks you work with in your office, how often do you see misunderstanding about Social Security rules, and how do you help folks calculate when they should be taking their benefits so that the timing is best for their situation?
Well, Social Security in general is just very complicated, right? There's so many different ways you can file for it. There's so many different nuances within that system. And there's ways you can take it. Like you could take it based off of a spouse. You could take it based off of an ex-spouse. You could take it based off of a deceased spouse. Like there's so many different ways you could take it. And you could take it off of your own benefit. And a lot of people don't know is if you're taking it earlier than that full retirement age, your benefit is not only reduced for that year, but it is permanently reduced as long as you live. You know, so this is something that can be affected. Now, there are differences as far as when there's increases for inflation and things like that. Yes, it does go up incrementally over time, but it's not a very large increase once you hit that full retirement age or anything like that.
They do tend to use the funny inflationary rates that are not quite as high as actually inflation went, right, Frankie?
No. They're like, oh, inflation went up 10% based off of the real everything, like gas prices, housing prices, all that. Well, we'll give you a 3%.
Yeah, 3%.
Right. Doesn't balance out.
Remember that year they actually raised the cost of Medicare higher than they raised the increase for people to get additional Social Security. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not shocked about that one. But this is what we do. We look at your personal financial situation. We want to see, what does Social Security look like for you? What options do you have? A lot of people don't know all the options that they have and if they should take it sooner or if they should take it later. And there's really a lot of different factors that go into it. Yeah. Most people, they look at their Social Security as an income stream that they take once they retire. They say, well, it's very simple. I'm retiring. I need income. Here's income. Let's take it.
Right.
However, when you have financial planning software, we can actually find what is going to be the best financial option for you as far as taking Social Security based on a projected length of time. So if we're planning for a long, healthy life where you live to 90 or 95, it may make sense for you to defer some of that Social Security rather than turning it on as soon as you retire. So we look into the different situations to see what makes the most sense in every person's circumstance.
You know, it's like having your two pockets. You look at your two jean pockets, right? In one pocket, you've got your portfolio, and in the other pocket, you got your Social Security. You know, some folks, when they come in here, you know, will suggest taking Social Security later because every year you wait after full retirement age, your Social Security payout check goes up by 8% a year.
Right.
You know, so what we tell a lot of folks is, in your case, and depending if they have it in a portfolio, it may be better to take the income in your earlier years from your portfolio pocket than from your Social Security pocket. I'll take from the portfolio pocket, allow that Social Security pocket to fatten up a bit, and then you start drawing income from the Social Security pocket, and it winds up, for many folks, a whole lot better. And so for some folks, it could be $100,000 or more money that they'll be able to get out of the Social Security system.
Yeah, and if you don't have a plan for your Social Security, don't just go with, I'm going to do it at full retirement age, or I'm going to do it at when I decide to retire. Have a designed financial plan and an income plan showing you when you should turn on your Social Security. This is what we do all of the time. We show folks, hey, this is what options you have. This is the option that's going to make the most sense for you financially. And then at the end of the day, you get to decide what you personally want to do, when you want to turn on your Social Security. We're not saying you have to do it at this time or, it's not going to work out. We're going to say, here's the different options that you have. Here's the pros of turning it on at this age. Here's the cons of turning it on at this age. Here's the pros of turning it on when you retire. Here's the cons of turning it on when you retire. And then ultimately you get to decide what you would like to do with your Social Security.
So yeah, we just had a couple come in from Germansville. They had come to one of our workshops, and they really enjoyed the workshop, and they said, yeah, we need to do some financial planning here. They realized that they didn't know when to take Social Security, and we took a look at their situation. They were both 64 years old. He was retired, and she was going to retire at the beginning of next year, January 25.
Okay.
2 kids, 5 grandchildren. They love traveling. They love spending time with their kids and their grandchildren. He liked to work on cars. It's just a really nice couple.
Yeah.
So they were unhappy with their advisor. They told us this up front. Look, we're not happy with the advisor we have. He does no income planning. He does no tax planning. Our performance on our investments isn't good. And, he doesn't communicate with them. So they were very, very open to hearing what we had to say. And when we sat down and started talking to them about Social Security, it really made a difference.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what we did is we looked at their income plan. They said, well, we don't have one. I said, all right, well, we're going to make an income plan for you because you don't have one, and we want to put one together for you. And we said, okay, so let's put the pieces together. You have a pension coming in of $12,000 per year each year throughout your retirement. And he was already receiving his Social Security of about $25,000 of income per year. And they had about a $700,000 portfolio, but they had to bridge the gap to where they can get the other $60,000 of income.
Okay.
And we said, okay, where are we going to be able to take that money from to make sure that you get the income that you need? And when should we turn on the spouse's Social Security? So we haven't turned on her Social Security yet. Is now the time to do that?
Right.
Or should we wait? And her plan was to turn it on at age 65.
Okay.
And we looked at that as an option. We said, should we turn it on at 65? How does that affect your retirement? And then we said, let's try 67. Let's try 70. Let's see what the different options available are.
And when you say try, this is where that software that you're talking about comes in. You're punching these numbers into the computer, and it shows you a prediction graph of where things will go.
It's actually really neat, Heather. We actually can put the number in. We can see, what does 65 look like? What is the probability of success that they don't run out of money?
Okay.
What does it look like at 70?
Yeah.
What is the probability of success that they don't run out of money? What is it at 67? We do the trial and error to find out what is the best scenario for them where they have the lowest chance of running out of money.
Got it. Okay.
And then we looked at their specific circumstances, and if we turn hers on at age 70, they had a significantly better probability of success, and they were able to get a projected $102,000 more income over the course of their lifetime.
From the Social Security system.
From the Social Security system.
Okay.
And what I told them is, you guys have paid so much into Social Security.
Yeah.
Every paycheck, they're taking 6% plus out of your paycheck.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that you're getting the most out of the Social Security system as well, because they're getting the most out of you.
Yep.
So we explained that. We showed them, look, you're going to be able to get a projected $102,000 more in your pocket over the course of your retirement years by doing this planning, by waiting till age 70. We're going to bridge that money from 65 to 70 using that $700,000 investment portfolio that you have. And then after you turn it on at 70, you're really not going to need a whole lot of more income from that investment portfolio. So bridging that gap and then making sure that that income is covered for the rest of their life. And by setting up the plan the right way, we were able to show them that they could live on $25,000 more of after-tax income going up each year for the rest of their life.
Wow.
So by doing this planning, an extra $25,000 more a year, wouldn't you want to know if you had an extra $25,000 more of income you could spend freely in your retirement each and every year?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would make a huge difference in someone's retirement.
Yes.
And they were living on $60,000 of income per year. That's almost a 50% increase in income. That can make a huge difference, almost $2,000 more a month. So if you don't know how much income you're going to be able to get from your investments, if you don't know the right time to turn on Social Security for your retirement, all you need to do is go to abetterwayfinancial.com and click on the Sign Up Now button, and we'll begin to be able to formulate this plan for you.
Thanks for listening to Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida. To learn more, visit abetterwayfinancial.com.
By contacting us, we'll review aspects of your retirement portfolio to include suggestions about how best to utilize estate, tax, and retirement planning strategies and other financial services, or if changing management styles is appropriate for your specific needs and objectives. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. A Better Way Financial is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client, and they are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Advisory services offered through A Better Way Financial. Insurance offered through licensed professionals at A Better Way Financial. Pennsylvania Insurance License number 301779.